Revive is alive. Revive is alive. ReviveIsAlive.com.
You are listening to Revive Radio. The views and opinions expressed on Revive Radio does not necessarily reflect ownership, management, and advertisers of Revive Radio.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You already know what time it is. ReviveIsAlive.com. Once again, ReviveIsAlive.com. Tune in. Revive is alive. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. All I need is one mic. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. It's about that time. It's your girl P.O.C. Hey, it's your girl P.O.C. Hey, proof of consciousness. Proof of consciousness. P.O.C. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. All I need is it's about that time. Welcome to Revive. Welcome to Revive. Welcome to Revive. Yep. You already know what time it is, man. It's Meet Your Girl P.O.C. host of Revive Radio. We are back live on ReviveIsAlive.com, man. Once again, that is ReviveIsAlive.com. You gotta get up anyway, so why not get up with Meet Your Girl P.O.C., man, each and every morning, starting at 7 a.m., man, getting this good morning mix. And don't forget, if you're an artist out there who have some music, got some new projects coming out, and you want it to be live here on Revive, all you gotta do is send it my way at revive.poc@gmail.com. Once again, that is revive.poc@gmail.com. And don't forget to subscribe to that YouTube channel as well as that newsletter so you can stay locked with everything we got going on here at Revive Radio, man. Don't forget, mark your calendars. June 8th is going down, man. Revive Radio Rhythm and Reasoning Volume 2-7. We are pulling it back out for you. Yes, you. Because everything that we do is a FUBU effect, man. It's for you and about you. So definitely make sure that you check us out. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Revive_POC as well. You already know each and every morning we got a jam-packed show and a special guest for you guys today, man. This amazing, beautiful, intelligent woman sitting next to me is somebody who I am excited to be sitting next to because she's doing something that's very innovating, not just for herself, but for the people who are choosing to live in their purpose and chasing their dreams, and you're giving them a platform to do so. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm happy to be sitting next to you.
I'm really excited. My name is Venice. I am the founder of CYPHER City. It is a music platform that allows artists, specifically hip-hop artists, to connect, create, and collaborate with other music genres.
Yes.
So it allows hip-hop artists to connect with country artists, to connect with Afro beats, to connect with Latino, all different genres.
You naming the genres
music.
That's popping right now.
Exactly. And so recording artists, producers, and DJs are able to connect, create, and collaborate.
I love it. And one thing that I love about what you're doing is, because I'm somebody who believes in collective consciousness, and when you're able to bring others, different like-minded people together to collab on different projects is really where it's at, because we're all doing the same thing, but we try to, step on each other's toes, but we really can help each other out. So when it comes to you actually, bringing other, creators and people to collab, how is that effort? How is that initiative? Is that something you gotta strangle them by the neck, like this is what you gonna do to make it work, or is it something that they're willing to already do?
It's definitely something that, I think people now, they are so willing, because everyone knows it's hard out here. It's hard, and teamwork makes the dream work. So I think more and more people are learning that you need a team, that
Facts.
You need to collaborate, that you need to connect, that you need to be with the right team and people. So that's why this platform is really exciting. And our event on May 7th,
Yes,
the
tomorrow.
CYPHER City Spotlight, is really important, and it's all about creative. So I tell everybody, this is not just a cipher. This is not just an event. This is a platform for all creatives. So whether you're an artist, producer, DJ, a techie, a founder, it's just a space, a creative space for anyone that really wants to go to the next level.
And when it comes to creating this space, what does a space for creators, anybody, like a techie, what does that look like?
Well, at the CYPHER City Spotlight?
Well, just the space that you guys create in general.
Okay, well, the CYPHER City Spotlight is, we're really just creating a space where we're allowing these artists to connect with producers to create great music, then to connect with the DJs to have it played globally.
That's the big part, and I know this is a disconnection, especially me being in radio. I see a huge disconnection between the artists and the DJs and the artists. I'm not going to just blame the artists because I'm also blaming the DJs. There's no communication there. There's not even a respect level there, you know what I mean? Because the DJs don't want to play an artist unless he has the following, the backing, the clout, and then the artists don't want to necessarily go to the DJ if the DJ's not playing in hot clubs or hot spaces or don't have anywhere to actually distribute the music.
Absolutely.
That's the distribution right there.
I totally agree. And so I want CYPHER City to be a safe space where people are comfortable with connecting with each other. So we're really excited. So tomorrow during the CYPHER City Spotlight, we will be spotlighting some local talent.
Okay.
We'll have a 2-part cipher. We'll have a soul cipher, which is sort of like a mini jam session of R&B singers, and then we'll have an actual rap cipher.
That's where it's at.
And the way we chose those lyricists is they've been voting. The public has been voting for the last 2 or 3 months on various social media platforms who they feel should be spotlighted at this event.
Okay.
And so they were
People's choice.
Yeah, people's choice, absolutely. And so we're really excited. We've got some great talent. Not only in the rap cipher, but in the soul cipher.
I'm excited for that too. But I want to back up a little bit to that DJ and artist conversation. What is the conversation? What do you say, as a curator, how do you put them in the same space to push that conversation forward?
Well, this spotlight, this event, is that space for them to even just be in the same room to see how much they really need each other. Because DJs need artists need DJs, they need the producers. Everybody needs each other. They can't do it themselves. So that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping this is our 2nd year doing it. So we're hoping that this platform will allow that sort of
that cush. I feel you.
Absolutely.
And then also, so when it comes down to being a musician and being an artist and being a producer, being a DJ, it's a business aspect to it as well. That is a really big disconnect as well, from the artist to the management, down to the PR, down to the publicist. Some of them don't even understand what that is. You could say PR and I'm like, what is PR?
And so I'm so happy that you brought that up, because the event tomorrow, this is not just an event, again, is not just a cipher.
Okay.
I wanted the CYPHER City Spotlight to be educational and informative,
yes,
as well as fun with the live music. So the first half of the evening is very educational and informative. So we have a panel of discussion with music and technology industry leaders. So CYPHER City is where music and technology collide. So I need to make sure that we connected those two, and we didn't ignore technology and we didn't ignore music. So that panel discussion, they're going to do a deep dive into the business of music.
Okay.
And how that correlates with being successful in bringing that technology piece in.
Okay.
Why do artists need that technology piece? And why is it so important? So that panel is going to drop some gems.
You got some gems on the panel. Let's talk about who's actually going to be on that panel and why you need to be in that building, in that space tomorrow.
My God.
You got some gems on that panel. Let's talk about that panel.
We have the panel and we have the keynote fireside chat. So the panel, we have Blue Michael Williams. If you don't know him by name, he managed a lot of people, but he manages Nick Cannon right now. We have the Machine Group, Alvin and Calvin Waters. They're flying in actually now, and they'll be arriving at the airport in about an hour or so.
Okay.
From Atlanta, and they have 40 years in the business, so they're going to be dropping some gems as it relates to producing and songwriting. On the keynote fireside chat, we have 9-time Grammy Award winner Brian Michael Cox.
I'm so excited
So
for that.
it's so interesting how I didn't think that people under 30 would know who Brian Michael Cox was.
Oh yes, it's been a name for a long time.
Yeah, I'm thinking people would, but my DMs are blowing up. They're like, oh my God, I'm going to be there. People just want to be in the same room as Brian Michael Cox. 9-time Grammy Award winner, songwriter, and producer. He's written for Mariah Carey, Usher Raymond, Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber. I mean, the list goes on and on. Chris Brown, 9-time Grammy Award winner. So, I mean, come on now.
He has something to say that everybody's going to be able to relate to.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's why people are excited to see
Absolutely.
it.
And you can't forget Kenny Gamble.
At all.
Kenny Gamble, you need to, all you have to do is just say the name. It's Kenny Gamble. You need to be there.
Yes.
You need to be there. If you're in music, you have to be there. If you're in technology, you have to be there.
Yes. And when we talk about education too, do you see people artists taking it serious? Because, you know, some artists, they really just want to work on their craft. They really just want to focus on what they're good at. And some people just want to give that job away to other people. So do you see artists actually working to develop that part of being an artist? Or do you see them pushing it off to just hiring somebody to do it for them?
Oh my God, no. Artists are smart now.
Okay.
They are not playing. It's a whole nother game now. They want ownership. They want rights. They want to know everything that's going on, and they're willing to learn. So, which is so important now, because back then, artists just were artists.
That's what I'm asking.
They could care less about the business. But fortunately, artists are much, much, much smarter now. They're more aware, and they're willing to learn.
Yes. And when it comes down to learning the game, because when we were talking yesterday at the Teen Tech Week, we were telling the teens that they should learn the game. They should learn every aspect. They should be able to put on one hat, take another one off, put another hat on. So when you see artists coming and trying to do multiple things, such as produce their own track, be the writer for the song, and then actually singing or rapping the lyrics, do you think that is a professional, height that every artist should be, looking forward to?
Well, everybody's different, right? Everybody's in their own individual. There are some artists that may have the talent to do everything. Everybody can't do everything. You got to have some employees. You can't have all employers. So everybody has their own talent. So it'll definitely be different.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also, so when it comes down to the fireside chat, right, what do you actually want the audience to get out of it?
Well, so just having Brian Michael Cox and Kenny Gamble there, just being in the house, and just their years of experience and knowledge that can be gained. I want that conversation I want it to be a very intimate conversation where it's like a real chat. I don't want it to be so I want it to be very, very free. So I really want to get into, in a very short, brief time, the nuts and bolts of them. How did they become successful? What was the drive for them? What changes have they seen from, because there was a huge difference from when Kenny Gamble was coming up in the industry to now, and how did they have to transform and stay relevant to be where they are today.
Facts. And one thing that I heard when you were talking is that you said the drive, like what was their drive? So that makes me want to ask you, what was your drive? Like what made you want to actually sit down and say, I want to curate this, not one time, but 2 times, because this is your second year doing that. So what made you actually want to put the energy, the time, and the space out there for other people?
So I am a founder. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm literally an entrepreneur at heart, spirit. So I'm not only the founder of CYPHER City, but I'm also the founder of Community Angel Foundation, which is a nonprofit empowering youth.
Awesome.
And I'm also the founder of Engageathon, which is a community engagement app that's launching in about 2 months.
You said app?
An app.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that.
Oh, absolutely. Well, CYPHER City is an app as well. CYPHER City is launching as an app.
Okay.
Yeah,
we got. This is what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. We haven't gotten to that. We're talking about CYPHER City Spotlight.
Yes.
The Spotlight is only a portion of what CYPHER City is. CYPHER City is actually an app.
Okay, so let's get into that. So first, let's keep talking about your passion and why you started it.
And so I'm an entrepreneur, and I love hip hop. I grew up in Southwest Philly. I travel the world.
Okay.
From Hong Kong to Beijing to Shanghai to Alaska to
Passports.
Germany. Exactly. And you have to have that. You really have to. I'm all about like different cultures, experiencing various cultures.
So you find out who you are too.
Absolutely. I think it's so important, and it's just important to grow.
Facts.
And so that helped me a lot. So I feel like my upbringing of traveling and just wanting to just knowing that there's so much out there, and my love for hip hop, I just wanted to combine my love for technology, my love for hip hop, and my passion to help others, and combining them all in three.
And I gotta ask you, top three.
Top three what?
Top three hip hop, like top three artists.
Well, it's not like I'm talking about back in the day.
Talk to me. I can relate. You can see me relate.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Okay.
I absolutely love. KRS-One.
Okay.
And I love Nas.
Nas. Okay, that was a good one. That's definitely a good list right there. And if you could name one right now, late 2000s, who would you give us?
I gotta say Meek Mills. I love Meek Mills.
I mean, you're from Southwest, so I understand.
I just love. And just to see his transformation and just watching him grow.
His birthday's tomorrow.
Yes, I know, and it's just, I love when people are just rising and they're getting to really get a grasp of who they are and to witness it. That's a beautiful thing for me.
Okay.
So to see him just grow into this amazing person, it's great to watch.
So Meek Mills, and who else? I need two more.
Oh, you need two more.
I need two more.
Okay.
And you can be cultured. Come on, because you name Afro beats, you said country, so that means you got an ear out there. So what are you listening to right now?
Oh my God, I love her.
Okay, that's a good one. So do you think as a brand new artist that she should have won all those Grammys that she did? Like, do you really think that was where it should have been? Do you think she should have she won like 4 Grammys?
You know what? If it's your time, it's your damn time.
Okay, all right, I'm asking. That's what I want to know.
If it's your time, if somebody gave you something, you want somebody to say, "Oh, she shouldn't have got that."
I'm just saying, you know.
No,
because
everybody got their time.
Okay.
I mean,
I ain't gonna be a hater. Thank you for calling me out.
Who's going to tell Cardi B that she didn't she didn't deserve all those
trophies last week?
Exactly.
Billboard awards last week.
Exactly. When it's your time, it's your time. Everybody's not gonna stay on top. It's only for a certain amount of time you're going to stay on top.
Okay.
And then it's somebody else's time.
Okay.
When it's your time, it's your time.
So I like that one. So as a brand new artist, I do respect her a lot. I do. So you got Meek Mills, you got her, and who else?
Okay, so I'm a Philly person. And I know it's not like brand new, but I love Joe Scott.
Okay, I'm with it. That's what I want to know who you listening to.
I love Joe Scott.
You're putting on a cypher tomorrow, so we need to know what you're listening to.
I'm putting on a cypher. But some of these new artists, one of the artists tomorrow that's performing, Kobe,
okay.
Kobe. He's amazing. Yeah. Mott Brown manages him. He's going to be doing one of his singles. I love LGB Quad. He's going to be there tomorrow, doing
that's the voice of the youth
freestyle.
Right, okay.
He's just going to be doing a very, very brief sample freestyle. And I just love his drive and mission and all that he's about in terms of giving back to the community.
And that's what it sounds like, because even when you spoke about Meek Mills and his transformation and everything that he's now doing criminal justice reform, which is putting back into the community, the same community that he came from, the same streets that he came from. So now that you have this wave of conscious rappers, how do you feel about that? Like, what are your thoughts about this wave of conscious rappers?
Well, I'm in love with it. Number one, because my background is community engagement.
Okay.
So remember, I'm the founder of also Community Angel Foundation, which is a nonprofit that works to empower and encourage youth. And I've been doing that for 8-9 years.
Okay.
So my gut and soul is about giving back. So anytime I see others giving back, I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. Just watch this, because that's what I love. So when I see somebody helping somebody else, on top of their just artistry, I think it's a beautiful thing.
I'm with you on that. And do you feel like the audience, the supporters, the listeners, do you think that message can come across in music, especially by you being a hip-hop buff? Do you think music really has the influence still today in 2019?
It can, yeah. It has definitely changed. Just me personally, the whole bitch in music, and I don't really like it. I don't even like when females call each other B's.
They're like, what they're calling it nowadays is like reclaiming the power of the word.
And I get it, but maybe I'm just kind of like old school.
Oh no, I don't want to be called no bitch.
I don't want to.
I don't care if you're reclaiming it. I don't care if you're trying to change it. That ain't me, so don't call it. I have a name, call me that.
Girl?
Yes, it's that simple.
I had to tell somebody. Literally, like, okay, can we have a little conversation right now?
That's what we're here for.
Okay, so, when you're out with your girlfriends, whatever, one of my girlfriends, I've known for a long, she was like, oh, and B? I said, wait, what did you say? What?
She got a little too excited.
You got a little bit too cut. I said, don't you ever call me that. She said, you have to put people in their place. A person's only going to do what you allow them to. And I don't care how much is a trend, calling each other bitch. I'm not going to let a man call me that. I'm definitely not going to let another woman call me that. And I will never in my life call another woman a bitch. I don't know. It's just, it's giving me chills now because I don't even know how the world has gotten where that's comfortable and that's acceptable to call somebody a B and then another female call another Oh, yeah.
It's really just what you said. You would allow, whatever you allow is what you allow, and that's what's going to happen. And you also have to understand that when people, because in 2019, everything is so sensitive. Everything you touch, everything you do is very, very sensitive. So we're like walking on thin ice as we're trying to do things. So what people are trying to do is innovate, as you're doing right now with CYPHER City, be innovators and try to reclaim the power with the word is so they can hold the power. So technically nobody can take anything from them.
Absolutely. And that's why even with the CYPHER City Spotlight tomorrow, everything has to be clean. I don't want to hear no bitch.
That's going to show who really knows how to read.
Exactly.
who really has a vocabulary, who really knows what's going on.
Absolutely.
Who picked up a Webster a couple days ago.
Yeah, thank you.
Because you got to be able to spit bars without using profanity.
Oh, yeah.
Or using, I would say, a phrase that is very sexual related. Because if you do, then you're going to end up saying it anyway.
Yes.
So that would teach us. I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
And we have some real conscious lyricists tomorrow, like Del P. You've heard Del P?
Yes.
Oh, my God. He's amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. So, yeah, we're not going to have any problems tomorrow.
I feel you.
Will be good.
And speaking of, the reason why I asked you about the influence of music is because one thing that I'm learning with the new generation of rappers is that they're making this sleepy music. They're making the music that is putting the kids, in my opinion, to sleep with the same kind of cadence throughout the whole entire song. But at the same time, they're talking about things such as depression, suicide, anxiety, what they're going through. So they're telling their truths through the music, but it's also subliminally giving them the influence that these things are okay. It's okay to be stuck in this place. It's okay to feel like all your friends are dead. It's okay to feel like, suicide is where it's at if you're uncomfortable in these positions. And that is one thing that's bothering me. Especially, I'm going to just call out somebody here in the city, Uzi, right? Uzi had an entire song that was like, all my friends are dead, because he was talking about where he was at a time when he wanted to commit suicide and he was going through depression and everything like that. But that was a huge influence among a mass of people. What do you think about that kind of influence?
No, I totally agree with you, especially when it comes to sensitive issues like that, sensitive conversations. We really have to be aware of what we're saying and how we're saying it. So I would have to concur.
And when it comes to, us actually addressing the music, how do you think we should go about addressing the music? Should we allow them to continue to be creative and have the freedom to express themselves, or should we call them out on the things that they're saying to the mass of people, the influence that they have?
That's a very thin line, because you always want an artist to be able to use their creative talents the way that they want to, but sometimes it takes artists to grow into that person.
Okay.
You just have to allow that time, because there's a lot of artists today that are speaking, just some conscious stuff, but they didn't necessarily start off that way.
Okay.
But they needed that time to actually grow into that person. I mean, we all make mistakes. We're constantly growing. Every day I'm learning. I'm still learning. So you gotta give them time.
We gotta let them be creative.
Yep.
See, you nice. I'm calling them out. I'm like, You can't be I try my hardest not to tell somebody what they cannot do, but it is not okay for you to be out here exposing, your mental health and influencing others. I do appreciate you for expressing your mental health, because mental health in our community is something that we do not talk about, something that we shy away from. So the expression is key. Please get it out, but don't get it out to.
It's the way you do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
And especially by you, having your nonprofit organization with the youth, I'm sure that you see mental health, as you are dibbling and dabbling. So what do you see? Like, what is the mental health issues that you see nowadays in our community?
Oh my God. So it's interesting that you asked that question, because there's quite a few people that I know that are going through issues, and it was just like you said, our community, it's taken us a long time to even talk about it. Mm-hmm. I think we're definitely progressing. Because we're starting to have a conversation now, and we're not turning our heads and ignoring it. A lot of my friends are going through, it's amazing. The last maybe like 5 years, so many people that have come out, in which I commend a lot of some of the recording artists that have come out and saying that they've had depression, bipolar. I mean, obviously they're like different levels, but for those artists to actually come out, that allows this generation, this younger generation, to say, oh, okay, it's not just me. It's not just, I'm not in this by myself. It's okay to go get help. It's okay to talk to somebody, and you don't think that you're going crazy.
Exactly.
So I commend, artists like even Mariah Carey,
a little Bow Wow came out a couple weeks ago.
He did? I didn't know that.
He needed to. Shad Moss needed to. Because, he's been in the game since he was about 6'5", you know what I mean? So he physically grew up under so many different environments, from Snoop Dogg to So Def to the Brat. Like, he had so many different environments that he tapped into that he never really even had a chance to develop as an artist. He just had to be an artist, you know what I mean? And speaking about developing as an artist, I want to ask you this quick question before we go on a break. When it comes to developing an artist, is mental health now something that we must implement into these artists? We need to help develop them in a mental state first before we can physically put them out there to the masses. Do you believe that? Or
okay, so that's a touchy sort of topic, because number one, a lot of artists aren't going to be like really open about their mental.
They put it in the
capacity.
music.
Some of them do.
We can tell they're going through stuff based on what they're writing.
We can tell, but in their mind, they don't think that they're going through anything.
We can hear it, Mary J. Blige.
Oh, yeah.
She told us her whole life in her music, but she can't tell us she's not crazy, lady. You was crazy.
No, it's true. It's true. But, I think it's definitely going to take some time. It's definitely needed, obviously. We're all going through different levels of things.
Yes.
We're not all sane all the time, 24/7. So we're all going. Hey, I had a panic attack last year in my car, my first time in my life. I was like, what the heck is going on? I never really had to go to doctors in my life. I never do it. I've always been very, very healthy. But I think just going so long with just dealing with different things and not letting it out, it started to build, and I didn't know what was happening. I'm just going on with my life. Girl, I'm driving in the car one day, couldn't even move.
Because you were having anxiety or a panic attack?
I was literally having an attack and didn't even know it. It was the scariest thing in my life. That's when I knew. I was like, wait, this mental illness stuff is so many different layers of it. And so I've been really, I'm very sensitive when it comes to mental illness, and any way that I can be of help in different organizations, like I'm always there, because it's needed in our community for sure.
I appreciate you, one, for being transparent and telling your story, because a lot of people won't tell their story to you.
Girl, I'll tell my story in a second, because now because if I don't, again, it'll start to build.
Exactly.
Build, and then I'll probably want to have a panic attack when I leave here.
We don't want that. You got a whole event going down tomorrow, man. CYPHER City.
Girl, I haven't eaten in 3 days.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'm about to drink this water.
Please drink that water. Tell them once again how they can find you, how they can stay locked before we go on this break.
Stay locked. Okay, Instagram at CYPHER City. No, not at CYPHER City. just at CYPHER CITY, CYPHER City, CITY, at CYPHER CITY. That's Instagram.
Yes.
And the email is submissions@cyphercity.com.
And they have some amazing artists, so I would definitely go ahead and check out the lineup right now on their Instagram right now. So definitely make sure you guys go do that. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break. You already know what time it is, man. Revive is alive 365, 24/7 a.m. to the p.m. Let's go.
Yeah, you know what time it is, man. I'm talking to you. Yes, you, man. If you're interested in media, are you interested in radio, hit us up right now on revive.poc@gmail.com. We're looking for social media influencers. We're looking for videographers, photographers. We're also looking for some more co-hosts, and I'm definitely looking for a radio DJ, man. So I'm talking to you. Yes, you. Hit us up right now, revive.poc@gmail.com. Let's go. Revive is alive.
Hey, yo, Wax, play something for the bitches. J West, bitch.
J West, Desert Storm.
Tuning out for iRadio. Tuning out for iRadio.
Model, she just keep her toe, and I get bleach on my t-shirt. I'ma feel like an so. I was high when I met her. We was down at Tribeca. She get under your skin if you let her. She get under your skin. I don't even wanna talk about it. I don't even wanna talk about it. I don't even wanna say nothing. Everybody gon' say something. I'll be worried if they say nothing. Remind me where I know you from. She looking like she owe you something. You know just what we want. I wanna wake up with you in my morning. Beautiful morning, beautiful morning. You're the sun of my morning, babe. I just wanna feel liberated. I just wanna feel liberated. If I
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Up All Night Shit, man. We live at Revive Radio, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. every Monday through Friday. Keep that shit locked, heavy.
J West, Desert Storm.
That's too much sauce. Her man's in the aim. That's too much sauce. They let me know before I was famous. I had too much sauce. Audemars heel blown down. That's too much sauce. That's too much sauce. Got too much sauce. That's too much sauce. I got too much sauce. Protect Philippe, the plain one. That's too much sauce. Got diamonds on all of my fingers. That's too much sauce.
Yeah, all of my diamonds they shine. Haters like knock that off. Yeah, all of your diamonds are fake. Need to stop that dog. Stop that dog. You really kissing that girl like she ain't Tommy dog. Oh my God. Shaquille O'Neal with the haters, cause I'm blocking y'all. Yeah. That's too much sauce. Yeah. Rockin' me low when I'm rockin' off white. Yeah. She smiled at me on her teeth with that ice. Yeah. Smooth as I mean, okay. Too much sauce. Yeah. Diamonds they look like the sun. More like false. Hey. That boy saw my chain. He said, what's the cost? Hey. You want another amount? Can you count? Yeah.
Check Philippe, the plain one. That's too much sauce. Her man's in the aim. That's too much sauce. They let me know before I was famous. I had too much sauce. Audemars heel blown down. That's too much sauce. That's too much sauce. Got too much sauce. That's too much sauce. I got too much sauce. Protect Philippe, the plain one. That's too much sauce. Got diamonds on all of my fingers. That's too much sauce.
Too much sauce.
J West, Desert Storm.
Diamonds they look like the sun. More like false. Hey. Young man. myself right to a boss, like, yeah. Copping no matter the cost, like, yeah.
Everything I do it with a passion. If I gotta be a bitch, I'ma be a bad one. I'm AI with the D's and do-rag. Bounce back game good while we talking practice. Yeah. Pull up score when I'm on time. Best thing next to heaven. They be tryna count me out though. I'm just counting blessings. A real woman better pay. Don't know where I came from. Why I really came up. You never could say I'm lacking. All the shit I've been through only made me more of an assassin. I kill him with compassion. And baby, if they asking, tell them, I go crazy. I go crazy.
All the phonies. Then I stuck with some dollies. Had a knife in my back when I wrote this. I look back and I laugh when I noticed it.
Jay West, Desert Storm.
I remember being in the hall with you. And I still think about you. All the phonies. Then I stuck with some dollies. Had a knife in my back when I wrote this. I look back and I laugh when I noticed it. I shoot up and lean back with some Kobe's. They don't know how to pass with some Kobe's. Should've listened, my mom always told me this. I was only 13 when she told me this. Watch who you with it, never ever trust a for nothing. Even if you feel like you really love her, don't never tell her you really love her. Cause that's when she gon' make you feel like you nothing. And that's when you gon' start to feel like you bugging. I wish I would've never told you what's up. And I wish I never even told you pull up. Got me saying what's wrong with you. I remember being in the hall with you. Everything was always on the stall with you. Girl, I even bust a couple jaws with you. I still think about you. Girl, I still think about you. Said you always gon' be there for me. Now you gone and you disappeared on me. Can't believe I really thought you cared for me. You was supposed to be the one that's here with me. I still think about you. Girl, I still think about you. I hope that I never see you again. I don't wanna put up with it. I don't wanna fuck with it. I'ma just send you this letter whenever I'm done with it. I know you gon'.
I know you see me on the video. I know you heard me on the radio. But you still don't.
Yep, you know what time it is, man. It's me, your girl, P.O.C, host of Revive Radio, man. We are live each and every morning, starting at 7 a.m., man. Revive is alive. I need y'all to turn your radios up. Spread the word, spread the message, man. Stay locked to Revive Radio each and every morning, getting this good morning mix with me, your girl, P.O.C.
Find more information at reviveisalive.com. That is reviveisalive.com. Because Revive is Alive 365.
Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. All I need is one mic. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. It's about that time. It's your girl P.O.C. Hey. It's your girl P.O.C. Hey. Proof of consciousness. Proof of consciousness. P.O.C. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. All I need is it's about that time. Welcome to Revive. Welcome to Revive. Welcome to Revive.
Yep, to the yep. You already know what time it is, man. It's me, your girl, P.O.C. Host of Revive Radio, man. We are back live on ReviveIsAlive.com, man. Once again, that is ReviveIsAlive.com. You gotta get up anyway, so why not get up with me, your girl, P.O.C., man, each and every morning, starting at 7 a.m., getting this good morning mix. Shout out to both of my DJs live here on Revive, man. You got DJ Shango and your boy DJ Reese, man. They spin each and every week here on Revive. You can catch Shango each and every winning Wednesday, and you can catch your boy DJ Reese each and every Tuesday and Friday live on Revive. And don't forget, man, each and every Free Balls Friday is for you. If you're an artist out there who has some talent, you want to show us that you got some bars, come spin them live here on Revive, man. Hit us up right now at revive.poc@gmail.com. And you can find more information about that at reviveisalive.com. Once again, that is reviveisalive.com. And I'm going to keep telling y'all to subscribe to that YouTube channel and that newsletter so you can stay locked with everything we got going on, especially if you missed some of our special guests last week and the week before that. Those YouTubes are up right now so you can play back that episode of all your favorite guests. So make sure you do that. And speaking of favorite guests, I got a favorite guest in the studio with me right now, Miss Venice, holding it down for CYPHER City. What's up with you? How are you?
I'm your favorite only because I'm here. That's why.
That's not true, because you're actually doing something that I aspire to do as well. Putting together spaces, creating spaces for like-minded people, for artists to be themselves, follow their dreams, follow their passion, and then you're doing it where you're giving them so much more than what they're even giving. You know what I'm saying? You're putting them in a room full of Grammy-nominated winners. You're putting them in a room full of people who have touched billions of dollars. You're putting them in a room full of people who sat at tables with billionaires before, and not many people can do that. Like, you put that time in to get those people in the seat. Like, you have faces, names, and numbers coming through that door tomorrow. That's
now
big.
when it's so interesting when people say it like that, because people always say, Venice, you don't even know what you're really doing. You don't really get the grasp of all the stuff that you're doing, and because this isn't done all the time in Philly, especially to this level. So sometimes I really have to just sit back and say, you know what, you are right.
Yes.
Like I have
give yourself some credit.
I don't even got no time to give myself no credit. I just do what I do because I love what I do.
Facts. It'd be like that.
And I love helping people, and I love connecting people and putting people in places where they can connect, create, and collaborate.
Yes.
And so
that's the tagline.
That is the tagline.
Okay, all right, I seen that.
CYPHER City is where music and technology collide. It allows artists, producers, and DJs to connect, create, and collaborate.
Yes.
And so I'm just here to help.
And where's the space at tomorrow? What part of the city is it in?
It's an old city.
Okay.
It's at the Painted Bride Art Center.
Okay.
230 Vine Street. Right on Vine Street between 2nd and 3rd. And it's a beautiful space. There's a real theater. So this is going to be a show where you're going to have a seat. This is not no like CYPHER where you're in a little club and you're in a circle and everybody's standing around.
You'll get a show.
No, this is a show where you have an actual seat. You're seated.
Awesome.
250 seat theater and a stage where you will see performances. You will see a panel of discussion. You will listen to a keynote fireside chat with 9-time Grammy Award winning Brian Michael Cox and Kenny Gamble. You will have 2 DJs. Actually, we have a VIP DJ, DJ Sophia.
Awesome.
She's like 13 years old.
Thank you for showing love, because we out here too. Us women are out here making a difference in this, in this entertainment game.
Absolutely. And she's really, really young. She's DJing during the VIP hour.
Okay.
We have DJ T-Nice and DJ Dill during the main stage.
Okay.
And it's going to be hosted by MV McKee. And so we'll have that panel discussion, keynote fireside chat. We'll have some dancers during intermission. And the second half of the night is the live music. We have the soul cypher and the rap cypher.
And how would you say putting together something like this, because this is not your first time, this is your second year doing this, how would you say how strenuous this is? Reaching out to all the prima donnas in Philadelphia, these artists, they think they're, Meek Mill's already.
I'm so glad you
I gotta ask you these questions. Like, how is it reaching out to the prima donnas of Philadelphia?
So you already know.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm probably the nicest person you ever want to meet. My goal in life is to help people. So anytime my phone rings and someone calls me and they say, I need this, I'm on it. If I can do it, I'm going to do it. And CYPHER City is one of those platforms. I'm giving opportunities to people.
Yes. Big
Normally, when you have ciphers in the city, they have to pay to be in the cipher. No one had to pay on this, and I'm giving you a spotlight. I'm giving you
gotta
a
give
platform,
yourself some credit, Ms.
right?
Denise.
So I'm giving you a platform. I get a DM and a call from an artist. He says, how much you paying me? I said, excuse me? How much you paying me? I said, I don't pay artists.
Anything artists paying me.
I don't pay artists. I don't pay artists. I'm not even paying 9-time Grammy Award winning Brian Michael Cox to come here. You think I'm gonna pay you to come on my stage? I was livid.
So what do you? How do you educate these young artists though? Because they really feel like it's gonna microwave. Their career's gonna be microwave.
Sometimes you got to keep it to yourself. You got to keep it to yourself. Cause God was with me that day. He said, Venice, just stay calm. This guy just asked you to pay him.
A young artist.
You never seen him on any award show. Never seen. I don't think he got a Grammy. He doesn't have a Billboard.
Do he even have his own studio?
He don't even have a hip hop award. No BET hip hop. None of that. But I'm supposed to pay you to come on my stage.
Well,
so when you ask that question, how is it? We have some amazing. All of the artists are amazing, but you know, it's always one or two that's
going act the fool.
I had to let him know. So and he's still here with us. But like I said, a person's only going to do what you allow them to, and it's only right for him to ask.
So I'm about to say, it don't hurt to ask.
It does not hurt to ask.
It doesn't hurt to ask because you got to know your value too, all at the same time.
Absolutely, and I appreciate that. But when you get upset when I tell you I'm not paying you, that's a whole other thing.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So they got to learn the game too, all at the same time.
And then you gotta just know, when you do free stuff, no matter what level you are, it's not about doing free stuff or not doing free stuff. It's about doing the right free stuff. Because when you're doing something for free, you got to make sure that you're getting something out of it.
You're still going to get a return on your investment.
Absolutely. Because God knows with this event, I have tons of people working on this. I have an amazing team that's working with me, and none of them are getting paid. But they know when I do an event, is going to be is a production that's going to be top notch. So they wanted to be a part of it because they knew at the end of the day, after this event, this was something that they would be able to benefit from.
So what would be your advice to people who are listening right now when it comes to just investing in yourself?
Just that. Invest in yourself and make sure that you don't. Everything is not always about green money. Everything is not always about the
tangible.
Dollar. Yeah, it's so many things, connections, contacts, people, relationship building. All those things are worth something, and that's not. Those can turn into dollars. I live. This is a little motto that I've lived since I been with since I was 14 years old. That I always say to myself: fast don't last. Anything that you get really, really quick, probably not gonna last. And that's relationships, that's sex, it's all types of things. If you get it too fast, it's not gonna last. So you gotta learn how to build, and you will progress.
What's a big example that you would give that was something that you did to invest in yourself? Because you have longevity. You've been an entrepreneur at heart since the beginning.
I've done a lot of things for free.
That means, I was just about to say, that means you took a lot of sacrifices. You definitely had to get up and get back down, get back up. And it's a roller coaster. I understand. I'm only on my second year, so you've been in 9, 10, 12 years.
I did a lot of things for free. And a lot of things I did for free, not even because I knew I was going to get something out of it, because some things I didn't get anything out of it. But what I live for every day is relationships.
Okay.
Building relationships.
Networking, and it's a difference for me between networking and building relationships. Okay.
People talk about networking all the time. Oh, I'm going to this networking event. Go to this networking event. That's like, I'm so tired of hearing the word networking. It's about building those relationships.
Okay.
You could have. I told somebody this the other day. You could know 1,000 people. But are those 1,000 people, are they good, authentic, genuine relationships?
You call them?
Or you can call them and make something happen?
Exactly.
Probably not. But do you have that one person that you have built a relationship with over time, and it's a strong relationship, and they're the key and resource of 100 other people, and all you gotta do is call that one person, and you can make anything happen? That's what's powerful.
That's the net worth of the network.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I try to push when I do go to those networking events. Because as a millennials, we have to get out there, because we got to pay back some of them college loans. So we got to meet some people, right?
I'm still paying mine.
So it's like when I make sure that I do go out there to build the relationships and network, I make sure that I am building a net worth all at the same time. I'm not just talking to someone who's not going to add value to my situation. If you don't add value, then what's the the point of adding a contact? You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Like, I don't need other storages in my phone for no reason because my iCloud gonna get, you know,
Yeah, then you have to pay the extra $9.99.
So that's that worth I need to know. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you for dropping that gem because a lot of people don't understand what it really means to work for free, because you working for free is still putting longevity into whatever you're trying to do. So I want to just, because I know you got to go, so I want to wrap up really quick, and I want you to tell the people once again where the address is, how they can find tickets, how they can find more information about CYPHER City, and the app. I do want to ask you some questions if I can get a couple questions about the app too.
Okay, so we need to talk about where and when the CYPHER City Spotlight is going to be, and it's going to be tomorrow, Tuesday, May 7th at 5 p.m. at the Painted Bride Art Center. That's 230 Vine Street. That's 2nd and Vine, 230 Vine Street. VIP red carpet starts at 5 o'clock on the dot. And the Instagram is at CYPHER City. You can DM me for information about tickets. You go to Ticket Leap and get tickets, or you can just DM me, and we have other ways for you to get tickets.
Okay. Awesome, awesome. So make sure you guys be there. Support. Can you buy at the door? Let's just say someone randomly finds it. Okay.
Absolutely.
You can buy at
so tickets are, because this is like a sort of like a mini music and tech conference. Tickets are $50 because you get
not sort of.
free.
It is, Miss Venice. Let's claim it. It is what it is.
It is.
You keep trying to take your credit, baby.
I know. I'm so used to doing that. But tickets are $50. But it's definitely worth it. I mean, it's food, it's drinks, it's panel discussion, it's keynote, fireside chat, it's a rap cipher, it's live music, activation tables, red carpet networking that can turn into net worthing.
I like it. Yes. And then let me ask you about this app really quick. So CYPHER City actually has an app. What is the app?
It
what
is launching.
What do you do?
So we'll be actually spotlighting on the projector what the app is going to look like.
It's going to be CYPHER City app.
You will get a sneak peek. The app isn't launched yet, but you're going to get a sneak peek of what the app will be at the event tomorrow night.
Okay.
So it's exactly what the whole premise of CYPHER City Spotlight is, but in an app form. So the hip hop recording artists, specifically in the hip hop genre, will be able to connect, create, and collaborate with other music genres to produce music and have it played globally.
How do you feel about that combination between Lil Nas X and Billy Ray?
Any sort of combination, I'm loving.
I'm loving it too.
I'm loving it.
Yes, I definitely feel you on that. And I appreciate you once again for coming through and, pushing that forward message that we're all looking for. And also, once again, creating that space to allow young entrepreneurs, young artists, and start a business to come through and see what it's really like to put something together. So I really appreciate your platform.
Can I tell you one thing?
Please tell us.
Tickets are $50 when you come, but if you're a student and can show your student ID, you can get it for $25.
Hey, shout out to the students. Yes. So can it be high school students or?
Yes, it can be high school, college, yes.
Yes. Are you looking for interns?
All day, every day.
Because people want to work.
All day, every day.
And how can they hit you up if they're listening right now and they want to be your intern?
DM me at CYPHER City on Instagram.
Awesome. DM her right now. I'm telling you, DM her right now. She's about that action. I appreciate you, Miss Venice, for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. We will be down there at the red carpet
Yay!
doing our thing for you guys. No problem. I'm really excited. And I just want to say thank you once again. Really thank you. Once again, do you want to shout any of your team out real quick?
I'm shouting my entire production team for CYPHER City. Oh my God, we couldn't have done it without you. Mike Brown, Kaisha Woods, Plex, Talia, Stat, and Joelle.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes, that's really big. And they work for free so they can make sure that they pay it forward in the future, man. You already know what time it is. Just meet your girl P.O.C. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Let's go, CYPHER City. Tomorrow is going down. No excuse. I need y'all to be in the building.
Tune in now. It's Hawaii Radio. Tune in now. It's Hawaii Radio.
Yep, you already know what time it is, man. It's me, your girl, P.O.C. Each and every morning, man, we go live at 7 a.m. and we want y'all to join in on the conversation. 215-853-6803. Once again, that number is 215-853-6803. Give us a call, man. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your opinions and your perspectives. Give us a call.